I'm a dad. I'm a dad. D-A-D-D-Y. 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 I'm a dad. Dad. I'm a dad. D-A-D-D-Y. 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 I'm a dad. All right.
All right, we're back.
And we are back. Episode 6, Papa Bear Podcast.
Welcome back. I'm Tim.
I'm Josh.
And we're just a couple of dads. We're going to talk about, stuff.
Stuff we
Dad
do as
stuff.
dad.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Today we're going to be talking about, well, it says don't invest with dad. But what we mean is things that probably aren't worth spending your money on
Yes.
from a dad standpoint.
Things you can get away with at a cheap price.
Yeah.
But before that, let's tell you about our That Goes on the Podcast
Yeah.
moment.
What goes on the podcast today?
Man, for me, so this week on That's Going on the Podcast, so my daughter, my baby girl, 2-year-old, she comes up to me and she looks at me and I'm go to give her a hug and, get her with my callousy hands.
Oh, yeah.
And she feels on her arm and she goes, ooh, she pours her arm back. She goes, ooh. I said, what? And she opens my hand. She goes, see, let me see. I show her. And she goes, she looks at my callus and goes, ouchie,
Oh, God.
ouchie. Oh, no. I said, I'm okay. She said, oh, no.
No.
And then she takes my hand and goes,
Oh.
better.
Oh.
So she healed my calluses with a kiss because apparently they're boo-boos.
Oh. Well,
So-
they were at some point.
They were.
Yeah.
So,
We talked about that. Yeah, my son likes to pinch him. He's like, Dad, your hands is hard right here.
yeah.
He's like, I don't like holding mommy's hand. She doesn't have these. I'm like, yeah, I don't like when you pinch them,
Yeah.
but it soothes. It's like a self-soothing thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
What's my thing? My thing was, let's see. So we don't get a lot of time to take care of ourselves. So the gym is one of the few things that I prefer to do. Well, recently my wife has been joining me in the gym.
Hmm.
And on our drives to the gym, we talk about our feelings and our days and stuff like that. I don't talk about my feelings generally.
Sure.
So I can't remember what we were talking about. She was like, therapy or something like that. She's going to therapy. And I was like, dude, I'm never going to do that. And I held up my workout book, like it's got my workout in it. And I was like, this is the closest I'll ever be to journaling my feelings. And I opened it up and I just wrote tired, Monday, tired, Tuesday, tired, Thursday, tired.
Yeah.
Like that's dad life. I'm tired all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ask me if I want to take a nap, the answer is I will close my eyes
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
Right now and go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We could do that. We do a sleep stream, get on Twitch, let people watch me sleep. I'm so jealous.
Could go viral.
Could go viral.
Worst things have.
I know. But yeah, so mine wasn't so much around the children as much as it was just my life in general feels very tired right now.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Especially newborn. That is
Yeah.
a tiring phase.
Oh yeah. It's like always like your choice is like sleep or do something.
Yeah.
Do something is usually what we end up doing. So sleep is never the thing.
Yep.
But yeah, that was that's going on the podcast moment with my wife.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's get into today's topic. So
Yeah.
don't invest from a dad.
Yes.
There's the things we generally agree on. We think just
Mhm.
don't spend the money. And we'll tell you why we think that. So number one for me, I think is the biggest thing not to spend money on is shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially I'd say anything under a teenager, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Number one,
Go to
kids,
Payless.
yeah, kids don't know brands like that. There's
Mhm.
a couple that recognize brands, but for the most part, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't care. Like if they match the clothes or whatever, let them rock with it.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
mean, if you're a sneakerhead, I get that you're like into shoes and stuff
Right.
like that, but don't put that on your children. Don't you buy like a $200 pair of shoes
yeah.
for a 3-year-old who's going to either destroy them
Mm-hmm.
or grow out of them before you get to see him in them.
Yeah.
Like I specifically remember for this year at school, we bought a new pair of shoes from Target,
Mhm.
because I'm not going to spend more than $20 for shoes.
Yep.
And he was like, "Oh, Dad, my light up Spider-Man shoes, super cool." I was like, "Thanks, man." And if you remember from our last podcast, we were learning to ride a bike. Guess how my son stops himself from riding the bike? Yep, he just drags those shoes right on the ground. The left one is already like
Mhm.
worn out. It's been, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Completely useless. I'm using the same shoes I had 3 years ago.
Yeah. Good old turf toe
Not
there.
worth it.
Yeah.
For me, another one, just clothes in general.
Yeah.
Like, don't go branding. Like, you don't need to rock like the, I don't know, Ralph Lauren or whatever the hell kids wear now.
Yeah.
Go to Target.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart.
Yeah. And that's true. So I agree with clothing too. It's another thing. So two reasons not to invest. Number one, they're going to wear it for 2 or 3 weeks. Either it's going to get destroyed or they're going to outgrow it.
Yeah. Same
It
general
ain't going to
rule.
be around long.
Right.
They don't know name brands. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's useless. I always joke too, like, because kids can tear anything up. You think you're getting quality, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can put my kids in an Iron Man suit and they'll tear that
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
up.
Like,
So-
Dad, the battery's dead.
Yeah, just don't waste the money. I mean, hell, I remember when I was a kid, we never had name brand by any mean.
No.
Didn't notice nor really care. I think the first name brand outfit I got, I think was trending. I don't know if you remember these. And
Okay.
comment below if you do. Was the old Hard Boy outfit,
Oh yeah.
and it's basically jeans and a jean jacket, and it was
Yeah.
like a New York thing or something. But
Yeah.
it was hot for a minute, and I remember that was like the first thing I got was like name brand. I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god.
And looking back, I'm like, that shit was stupid.
Yeah.
But that was the one thing I decided about. But again, I was probably closer to a teenager at that point.
Yeah,
So
probably. Yeah.
at this point, I wouldn't. Man, if it's Marshalls, that's a good place to get your
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
What's another one that's TJ Maxx?
Yeah. TJ Maxx.
A lot of good clearance. I mean, shit, I ain't afraid to go to Walmart.
Me neither.
Get matching sweatpants and shirts and
No. Whenever Ben's grown out of stuff, I'm like, oh, you need some jammies? Let's go to Walmart. I can
Mhm.
get you like 3 pair for like
Mhm.
$12. And you don't care because it has a spaceship on it or whatever,
Yeah.
like, and I don't care because
Yeah.
you sleep in that.
right. Here's
And
here's a pro tip for you too when it comes to that. So stores to shop at. We talked about shoes, right?
Yeah.
Shoe Carnival. Now,
Yeah.
here's the way around it. So Shoe Carnival itself, they sell all name brand stuff. They're just out of season, I guess. It's not the latest, so they send it to
Oh
Shoe
yeah,
Carnival.
yeah.
If it
Like
doesn't
later.
sell.
Yeah.
Well, it's Nike. I don't care. Shoes. But pro tip: always catch them on their BOGO. Buy one get one half off. And if you happen to be a veteran, military, first responder, something like that, I know somebody is, they also offer you another 10% discount on that.
Ooh.
You can, I walk out of there each time with at least 3-4 pair of shoes for $120, something
Yeah.
like that.
And you got 3 kids, so
Oh,
that's a
man.
lot of shoes.
That's a lot of shoes.
That's
And,
a lot of savings.
Again, if you think quality over quantity, they're going to tear it up regardless.
Definitely second the shoes, getting a deal on the shoes.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit back though. My first name brand was a Ralph Lauren polo. Guess where I got it? I had a cousin who was 5 years older than me. That shit was to my knees when I got it.
So you started tall tees.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was like 10 years old wearing 18-year-old clothes or
Mm.
something like, and he was tall.
Yeah.
Like that was where all of my nice clothes came from him because he was my next up cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And so anything he grew out of came to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually highly recommend, don't buy nice clothes if you can just
Yeah.
find a friend that's like, hey, you got a kid that's older than mine?
Yep.
Let me get those clothes when you're done with them.
Yep. That's a good point because that's a good pro tip. Your first kid, you're going to want to buy them everything new.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't want to. What if there's germs? Whatever. Save. If you're going to have multiple kids, save the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It will get used again.
Yeah.
You know what
Even
I mean?
if they're different genders, there's a lot of stuff you can overlap.
Oh, universal for sure.
Yeah.
You can pass that stuff down. So don't be afraid to reuse stuff, man. And don't be like, oh, well, they got to get new because this one got
No,
new. They ain't going to know no different.
You're not too good for hand-me-downs.
No.
They're not too good for hand-me-downs.
If it's
They're
up
not
to
gonna
me,
know.
I'll go to Goodwill and get myself some clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not.
If it's got a stain, it's got a story.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Goodwill, hit us up.
Yeah. Like that plug.
Yeah.
So another thing we talked about, not investing in, for me, this is because I'm 3 kids in now, right?
Yeah, you're in pretty deep.
Yeah. Diapers, right? And diapers, not saying don't buy diapers. Obviously, you have to buy diapers. The brand there is not a difference in brands. Now there might be some kids with some skin sensitivity or something like that. I've yet to meet them. But when people say like, "Oh, this diaper's better or it lasts longer," dude, when a kid's shit, you got to change it.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of brand it. If it's Pampers, Walmart, you got to change it.
What's the other one? Huggies? Huggies.
Huggies,
It's like Pampers and Huggies.
Yeah, they're running around showing like a saggy ass diaper in a commercial. Like, look how happy he is with a full ass. Like, you still got to change
carrying
this
that
shit.
2 pounds around real well.
Yeah, it's I don't understand it. So I just bought some the other day. I mean, same price, $25 for a box. Huggies was like 96 diapers, 25. Right next to there, Parents Choice Walmart,
Oh, yeah.
150.
Oh yeah.
Psh, easy decision.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Easy decision.
I think we have a shit ton of diapers of assorted varieties, right?
Mhm.
And the only thing I will not put on my baby's butt is a cloth one.
Yeah,
Because I am
You ain't washing
anti-cloth.
that.
I understand. Yeah, I'm just not going. I know what went in it. He might not know after I wash it, but I'm going to see that brown stain even if
Yeah.
I wash it and be like,
Yeah.
I know what that was.
right.
Like I can't get behind cloth diapers. I tried in my mind,
Mm.
just never made it into reality. And I know some people swear by them, but
Ooh,
you will save money, but you will not save happiness. In my opinion.
nah. Convenience for me. I'm not about to wash no shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you got to rinse it out, then you got to throw it in the wash.
Where you rinse it at?
In the sink, I guess. I don't know.
So you putting shit down your sink?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh nah.
It's not like you're dunking it in the toilet. Like, get off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know how
that.
it works. It just seems too much for me, man. It
No.
seems too much.
Nope.
What's another one? I think. Oh, I'm going to jump down our list a little bit. School photos. I did hate this because we
Okay.
just did this.
Yeah.
They send you a notice. It's like, hey, we took your kid's photo. If you want it,
Yeah.
you're going to spend about $200.
Like it's a fucking ransom.
Yeah. Like, no, I can. My kid is right here.
Yeah.
And my phone takes fully digital pictures that I can get developed for $12.
Mhm.
So we had this discussion, me and my wife did, and we were like, are we going to buy school photos this year? And I remember just hating it last year when we got them. I was like, no, we don't have to. But if we decide not to, we can't do it ever again.
Yeah.
You can't jump like, oh, this has been in preschool and this has been in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Like
Yeah.
we were too poor to buy the stuff.
Tough years.
Yeah, we couldn't make it work.
COVID.
So no, yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
COVID. We shouldn't take pictures during those years.
Yeah.
No, I highly recommend. It's a thing now too. People who are like, oh, first day of preschool, take a picture of your kid.
Yeah.
That's your picture day.
Mhm.
Don't give them your money. The school gets plenty of stuff. They do not need your school photo money.
Yeah. And let mom do it. I mean, mom's usually better with the camera. She's gonna have
And the outfits and
19 different poses in there and pick the best one. You know that creepy old photographer, he's gonna take 2 shots next.
yep.
Just fuck
Doesn't
that
even know
noise.
your kid's name.
So yeah, I agree. No, that's a good one. I'm not a fan of those either. One for me, a little different feel.
Oh, okay.
But do not invest money in eating out at nice restaurants with your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple reasons why. And I'll start. Number one, if it is a nicer restaurant, sit down. I mean, like,
You're not gonna have a good time.
they're going to ruin it.
Yep.
They are going to be loud. They're not going to appreciate it. And it's just going to be a bad experience.
Yeah, you're wasting money at that.
Wasting money. Number two, they don't want none of that good food on the menu.
Mm-mm.
They want whatever you make at home on Slacker Day.
Yeah.
They want that from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right. Your son's a Dino Nugget guy,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I could offer him like prime rib, just
Mhm.
medium rare, dripping,
Mm.
or 5 Dino Nuggets, and he would tell me to go to hell and eat those Dino Nuggets in my
Mhm.
face.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
How uncultured they are.
Ooh.
No matter how
Ugh.
much you try, like there's a phase, where they're like anything you put in their mouth, they will eat.
Right.
You could teach them to eat anything, but then they will always revert to
Yeah.
this food actually I enjoy and I will not try anything else phase.
Yeah.
And we are still trying to break out of that.
Oh my God. So with that, like macaroni, 3 of my kids,
Oh my
all
God.
3, macaroni. And they want that at the restaurant. And I promise you, it's the craft box kind at the restaurant. It ain't the good stuff. It's
They're
the craft
lying
box.
to
And it is $9-10 for that kid's meal.
you. Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They don't like it once they get it.
No, because it's not even, most of the time it's not even hot at that point because it's
No.
been under a lamp. So it's like
Mm.
lukewarm. It's better when you make it because you get it fresh.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, I got at least 2-3 boxes of craft stuff at home. I
Yeah.
will go home and make you.
Yeah.
That's actually what we do now is
Yeah.
if we go out with Ben and Luke will be like, You can get like a snack. You can get French fries or
Yeah.
something like that,
Mhm.
and I will feed you the food that I know you will eat when we get home.
Yeah. And then you end up taking home about $35 worth of box food in hopes that they eat it
Yeah,
later.
which you know they won't.
They don't.
They won't.
They don't. So
So then you eat it, and now you're fat
yeah.
because of your children.
Yep. Do
Just
yourself a
another thing.
favor. Stop by McDonald's,
Yeah.
get them a Happy Meal.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and get yourself that
Oh yeah.
ribeye.
Yep.
So
Yep. Save a meal. Save
Yep.
a life.
hmm
What's another one? That's another one. I'm gonna go back to the school one actually
Okay.
because there was another one that we did this year.
Mhm.
You heard of the book fair?
Oh yeah.
That is probably the biggest ripoff I have ever seen.
hmm
Like, and they con you into it because they don't go to you. They don't go, "Hey, we're selling books.
hmm
If you like to read, come here." They're like, "Hey, little boy, this book has a necklace in it,
Mhm.
or a $2 walkie-talkie that doesn't work. I bet your parents would really love to spend $25 on that for
Yep.
you." And then they come home and they cry and they whine and they are so upset because,
Yeah.
in their head, they're like, "Yeah, it's a book. My dad loves reading to me."
Yep.
And we know, yeah, I could get you that book for 99 cents or they're free at the library, but you don't want that. You want the $2 necklace that I'm going to have to pay $27 for.
Yep.
Ugh. This year we thought we were smart. They sent home the brochure thing,
hmm
just a list of books, and I took it from him, and he was like, "Daddy, what's that?" And I was like, "Nothing," and just ripped it up, threw it
Trash.
away. Never saw it. Well, guess what? They hit it again in school, in class.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, have you got money for the book fair?" So my son comes home. He's like, "Dad, did you know the book fair is tomorrow? And I have 6 books that I would like to buy." And I was like, "Damn it! I thought we had gotten past it."
Nope.
No,
No, I agree that rental.
dude,
You're gonna maybe listen to that book once if you read it to them,
Right.
but I'd get it from the library.
No, it's
No.
like a mafia, dude.
Oh
ugh.
yeah, it's a
School is a
scam.
mafia.
It's a scam.
All of that
nowadays.
stuff, like they sell trash bags or popcorn or whatever. It's like
Mhm.
vastly overpriced. Just go get it somewhere else.
Yep. Very true. Very true. What was one that I wanted to get into? Okay. So for me, now that my oldest is 10,
Mhm.
something not to invest in, sports equipment. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Your kid is going to go through a phase where either they love sports or they hate sports or they want to try every sport. Do not go out and buy them new equipment. They might play it for a year,
Or
3 years,
less.
or even as half a season. It does not matter. Go to Goodwill, get the cheapest version of it. My son's baseball helmet leaves about this much room in the head. His head be bobbling when he run and the helmet and stuff. But I'm like, all right, hey, you're on year 2 of baseball. You keep it up year 3. I'll get you one that fits.
It's like signing a contract. You got to work for it.
Yeah,
man.
you don't get premium off the out of the
No.
rip. You know what I mean?
No.
Like they might not stick with it. And sports equipment is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Depending on the
You been
sport.
to Dick's?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Ridiculous. So
I like that. Dick's
ask
is
around.
ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous. Ask around anybody older with kids. They've got a garage full of stuff they're honestly waiting to get rid of, get out of the house.
Yeah.
Ask around, man, but do not start investing in that stuff early. I don't care if you got hoop dreams for your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The next to MJ, dude, you can still get some hand-me-down.
I'm sure
balls.
MJ played sock ball too in the
Yeah.
you know what I mean, just off the back of the bathroom door.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like you got to try everything. You know, like they
Everything.
tell you like, oh, don't just pick a sport. Let them try everything. So
Yeah.
like you're really breaking your bank if you're buying new stuff for every single sport,
Absolutely.
knowing that they're not going to play every single sport.
Absolutely.
You
Nope.
don't be that guy.
Yep.
Those baseball bats that you got your kids, did they have those dents in them before or after?
Oh, well, those came after, but they were Walmart brand.
I love it.
Definitely
See?
Walmart
There you
brand.
go. Walmart, another plug.
So,
They're
another
doing
Walmart.
great. They're doing great with us.
Yeah.
Great with dads.
Absolutely.
Terrible with your employees.
Absolutely.
But you know what? I mean, heck yeah, sports equipment. I think I bought like an $8 soccer ball for Ben
hmm
when I wanted him to play soccer, and we have spent more money than we should have on swimsuits. But
Right.
that's not just like a sport. That's like a
Leisure,
He
recreational.
wears that the entire summer. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy like
Yeah.
professional size basketballs, or even probably not gonna do. I'll probably do t-ball before I try baseball.
Yeah.
With him, when we tried
Absolutely.
it the other weekend, and he was learning. He was learning. First
Yeah.
time probably swung a bat.
It's an
It's something
experience.
that wasn't a person. Yeah. So
What's the biggest one we agreed on though? I think we agreed on this in the sense of every parent wants to buy this for their kids so their kids have the greatest life ever, but in reality, they
it's
don't
the
appreciate it
toys.
that much.
It's the toys, isn't it?
It's the toys.
Ugh.
It is the toys.
Especially
You
around Christmas, we're getting to that point where they're like the Christmas lists are coming out,
yeah.
and like you look at the price tag, you're getting the
Mhm.
brochures at home.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the worst.
And I'll give you a clue here because toys are tricky in the sense of they can go so many different directions, they can do so many different things. Toys are so intricate these days that it almost needs an adult to play with them. And I'll give you a little hint. The more intricate they are, the less kids actually like them.
Right.
I mean, the simpler, the more they enjoy them.
Especially the younger ones, man. Like
Yeah.
maybe your 10-year-old.
Right.
Maybe she can appreciate like something that takes 2 hours to put together or whatever. But
Right.
when my son was 3, his favorite thing to do was to take a box that had the toy in it and play in that box for 4 hours.
The box.
Yes, I actually have a video that we will probably bring up at some point of just box forts, because that was a thing in our house for a long time. Because he was like, "What's all these toys when I got these boxes?"
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah. So the favorite thing to play with is usually not a toy.
No,
Um,
sticks.
Yeah.
Especially boys.
And toys are all trends. They will grow out of it. If it's Paw Patrol this week, next week it's Bluey, the week after that, Toy Story. It changes. Do not go crazy, especially with Christmas, the pressure. I know every parent wants their kid to have the best experience,
Yeah.
but the experience is not the gift. It's what you do with them. It's how they feel when you interact with them, or
Yeah.
that's
the bottom line.
10 times more important than the actual physical thing itself. So new parents, do not stress yourself out this Christmas trying to keep up with the Joneses on the best things, man. And I think you mentioned it, like, and this kind of is true. Like, how many gifts do you say you buy your kids Christmas?
Oh yeah. So in the 5 or 6 years that we've had babies, we probably bought one, maybe 1 or 2 a year at that. But that's not to say he didn't get gifts. Okay, I'm not like leaving him out in the cold. But we got family, we got friends, we got everybody else is getting that kid a gift. All right, especially in my household because he was the only grandbaby for 5 years.
Yeah.
So like my dad was insane.
Yeah.
His favorite holiday was either 4th of July or Christmas. Yeah. And so he got him toys he didn't even ask for. And Nikki's dad is eccentric with his gifts. Let's just put it that way. He'll give us the random things that we didn't even want.
Yeah.
So like he was getting toys, but I'm not wasting my money on that.
Nope. No, I like that. And I'll give you one little hint I kind of live by when it comes to toys and how it affects you. Toys equal toes.
Oh yeah.
The more you buy, the more you will step on.
Oh, absolutely.
Do yourself the biggest favor, protect your feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Invest. That's something we do invest in.
Yes.
Feet protection.
Feet protection for adults. So that's my advice on that.
Oh yes. Oh, I want to end with a story. So
yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember what it's called. So 2 years ago, for Christmas, we bought a toy for Ben. I can't remember what it is. It was like an AI robot companion, because this was still COVID, so he didn't get to go out or anything like that. And so he was not antisocial, but not socialized. And so we got him this thing that was supposed to be like his friend. He could talk to it, and it would talk to him back, read him stories, and it would get to know him and stuff like that. He played with that thing.
Chucky doll.
Yeah, it was a sentient Chucky doll.
There we go.
Terrifying.
Yep.
And we had it. It was. I'm not afraid to tell you that it was like almost $1,000. And my wife was all over it. She was like, "He will love it. It will be like a new pet in a family." Blah blah blah.
That or a mortgage.
Yeah, he played with that for about 3 days.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it hurt less when I found out we had a return policy. Sent that back.
I was going to ask the resale value.
Yeah.
Okay.
The resale value was $0 because everyone in their right minds know this is terrible.
Wow.
And we sent it back, and then of course the day it's gone, he's like, "Where's my robot?"
Yeah.
Super sad. I'm like, this is the worst Christmas ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, do not buy expensive toys for your kids. It's a terrible choice.
No, I think we covered a bunch of the big basics, man. And that's our unqualified dad advice. Don't invest. If there's things you think we missed that you find is a big waste of money, please leave in the comments. We'd love to hear your story.
Yeah.
Your biggest regrets.
Oh yeah. What's the worst thing you bought?
Yeah.
Worst thing you bought.
The worst.
Mine's definitely that stupid robot. God, I'm never gonna live that down.
Damn robots. So
yeah.
All right. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Got anything for us? Anything you want to talk about? Please leave it below.
We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Take care.